Croissant to the game's under £20 PSN sale. Once again, I've looked through the sale and I found you some amazing games to play, and save a load of money when you buy them as well. You can save a ton of money on these games in this really decent sale. And don't forget to subscribe if you like saving money and playing some really cool games. That way you'll never miss a good sale again. You're welcome here anytime. Okay, the sale ends on the 28th of November, so that'll be your last day to pick up these deals. Let's look at the games. First up is 1111 Memories Retold. It was released in 2018, so it's 4 years old, and it's on an 85% discount for the price of £2.99, which is the cheapest I've ever seen it, and a really great deal. This story-driven adventure game follows two soldiers, each on either side of the World War I front lines, and is brought to life through unique oil painting graphics, which are very unique and make the game very interesting to me. It's one of those games where you don't want to talk too much about it, because it's story-based. That's all there is to it, you don't want to spoil the story. So if you're into story-based games, and you particularly like World War I, or you're interested in unique games with cool graphic styles, you should definitely check this out. It's very different, it intrigues me quite a lot, and you might like the look of it too, so why not take a look? And if you've never played a story-driven game before, then I'm not sure I'd recommend this one. It's very unique, and it's very historically based, so if you're not interested in war stories, then it might not be for you. But hey, it's got a cool graphic style, and it's at a pretty good price, so if you're not put off by it, then definitely check it out. It might be worth a try at this price. Next up is my star buy, 9 Monkeys of Shaolin, Ash of Gods, and Redeemer bundle. It was released in 2022, so it's less than a year old, but it's a bundle of games, so they're older than that really. And it's on an 80% discount for the price of £6.59, which is the cheapest I've ever seen it, and a phenomenal deal, especially for 3 full games. That's a really good price. You can't go wrong. As long as you're interested in at least 2 of these games, you're paying the same price for 3 of them as you would for 2 of them if you bought them individually. So you get an extra game for free, even if they're on sale. It's a really good deal. This bundle includes 2 beat-em-ups and a turn-based strategy game. In the first beat-em-up, you get to play as the Chinese fisherman Wei Chang, who is avenging the death of his friends and family in merciless fights with hordes of enemies. It features 3 fighting styles, 25 levels, 10 weapons, a skill system, and 2-player offline and online co-op as well, which is really great. In the turn-based strategy game, the Reapers have returned, and are planning to drown the world in blood to awaken the slumbering gods. And you play as 3 heroes destined to face this enemy. It features an ever-changing story based on your choices and tactics in the game, which makes it really replayable and a really good game to enjoy, especially if you like story. And in the final beat-em-up, you play as Vasily, who led a life of crime and murder, but now all he wants to do is live peacefully in a monastery, but soon his old enemies won't allow this. It features brutal and bloody action to deal with the numerous enemies sent to end your retirement. So if you're a fan of violence, you'll love this third game. So like I said, this is a really good deal. All of these games look really good, and I featured them individually in the past. So if you like 2 of them, you're getting a third game for free. You can't go far wrong. And if you like all 3, it's Christmas for you. Get it now. And hey, if you've never played beat-em-ups or a turn-based strategy before, then I'd recommend this if you haven't played beat-em-ups before, because you're getting 2 really good ones for a decent price. I wouldn't get it if you just want to try a turn-based strategy, because you're getting 2 other games that you might not enjoy. So make your choice, and pick it up if you like the sound of it. Like I said, it's my star buy, it's phenomenal value, you're getting 3 full games, it's a really good deal. Check it out. Our next game is Abyss Odyssey Extended Dream Edition. It was released in 2015, so it's 7 years old, and it's on an 80% discount for the price of £2.39, which is really good. This edition includes enhanced graphics and a new online PvP mode as well, so you do get some extra for your money, which is great. This 2D side-scrolling RPG is set in Santiago, Chile, and is made by a local indie dev, where it follows a group of heroes fighting to reach a warlock whose dreams are infecting reality. It features unique Art Nouveau graphics and a character from Chilean myth, so if you're interested in that area of the world, this might really pique your interest. It's definitely a very unique indie game, and it looks pretty interesting to me. So if you're a fan of side-scrolling RPGs, or you like really interesting indie games, you'll probably really enjoy this game, so why not take a look at it? And if you've never played a side-scrolling RPG before, then I'm not sure I'd recommend starting with this one. It's not a bad one, but you can get much better AAA ones for similar price on sale, so you might be better off starting there instead. And if you don't want to miss them, subscribe and I'll help you find them when they go on sale. Anima Gate of Memories Arcane Edition is our next game. It was released in 2018, so it's 4 years old, and it's on at least a 70% discount for the price of £7.49 or £6.24 with PS Plus, which is pretty decent, as this edition includes Anima Gate of Memories and Anima The Nameless Chronicles as well, so you're getting a lot of extra content for your money. This action RPG tells the story of a unique conflict from both sides. On one side, a girl who has lost her past, and on the other, an immortal cursed to walk the world until the end of time. Which one will be our saviour, and which one will be our doom? Well, you'll have to play the game to find that out. This game doesn't seem to be on sale very often, so if you've been waiting for it to come on sale, now's the time to pick it up. It looks like a really decent action RPG, and you get a lot of game for your money. So if you really like your action RPGs, you should definitely take a look at it. And if you've never played an action RPG before, then at this price, you might want to take a look at it. It's a pretty good deal. So if you've always fancied RPGs but you wanted a bit more action in it, take a look. And for everyone else, there's plenty more deals to be had, so why not take a look around? We have an action adventure next, Ari and the Secret of the Seasons. It was released in 2020, so it's 2 years old, and it's on an 85% discount for the price of £5.24, which is the cheapest I've ever seen it, and a really great deal. In this action adventure, a mysterious force has thrown the seasons of Valdi into disarray, so a young warrior, Ariel, sets out to help the four guardian sages by finding the source of the mayhem, by overcoming monstrous enemies and secret plots along the way. Hey, does this sound familiar? A young warrior, 4 sages of seasons, guarding something that they need help with. Yeah, it kind of sounds like Ocarina of Time. So, if you're a fan of Zelda, you probably will like this game, I guess. In any case, it looks like a really great action adventure, and it's definitely ripping off Zelda, which isn't a bad thing because that's a great series to rip off if you're going to rip anything off, that's for sure. So if you're a fan of action adventures and Zelda games, then take a look at this game. I'm sure you'll really enjoy it. And if you've never played an action adventure game before, then I would definitely recommend them. They're great, and you can get others cheaper, so maybe you want to start with a different one instead. So take a look around or subscribe, and you won't miss them when they come on sale next sale. Our next game is Bear With Me, The Complete Collection. It was released in 2019, so it's 3 years old, and it's on an 85% discount for the low price of £1.79, which is the cheapest I've ever seen it, and a really, really good deal, as this edition includes all of the episodes and the DLC prequel The Lost Robots as well. So again, the complete collection for a really great deal. In this point-and-click adventure, you play a film noir adventure filled with dark interrogations, sarcastic banter, and loads of puzzles. This game was highly acclaimed when it came out, and it promises an emotional roller coaster that determines your protagonist's fate. Point-and-click adventures aren't for everyone, but if you like them, this looks like a really good one, especially if you like film noir and old-school private investigating movies. Then you'll probably really enjoy this game and get a lot of fun out of it. So if that sounds intriguing to you, then definitely take a look at it. You'll probably really enjoy yourself. And hey, if you've never played a point-and-click adventure before, they're not for everyone. A lot of the times it's a bit obtuse and the puzzles are a bit difficult, but a lot of the time they're really quirky and fun, so they're definitely worth checking out if you've never tried one before. I would say pick one up based on the theme, so if you like the film noir theme of this one, then pick this one up. But if not, wait and there'll be another one along in another sale instead. So subscribe and you won't miss them when they come on sale. I love the look of this next game, Hunt Down. It was released in 2020, so it's 2 years old, and it's on a 75% discount for the price of £3.99, which is the cheapest I've ever seen it, and a really great price. This is a run-and-gun game set in a future ruled by gangs, where the cops fear to tread, and only the bounty hunters can lay waste to the criminal underworld and save the city. It features local co-op, a cover system, a synth soundtrack, and a cool sense of humour as well. This game reminds me so much of the Super Nintendo Contra, or Probotector as it was known here, that it's unreal. It brings back so many cool memories of playing that as a kid, and it just looks like an awesome improvement on the series, it really does. It's got a cool sense of humour, awesome graphics, really cool gameplay mechanics. It's pretty much all you can ask for. If you love this genre, you should definitely check out this game. It looks amazing, and my gut feeling says it's one of the best games I haven't played. So if you love run and gun games, the old Contra games especially, then definitely check this out. You'll be doing yourself a favour, and you'll thank me for it afterwards. And hey, if you haven't played a run and gun game before, this looks like the best place to start. It's based on an amazing franchise, it's got amazing graphics, a cool sense of humour, and it looks like really good, awesome gameplay. You can't go far wrong with this. If you're interested at all, definitely take a look at it. You can't go far wrong. We have an adventure game next, Lost in Random. It was released in 2021, so it's only a year old, and it's on an 80% discount for the price of £4.99, which is the cheapest I've ever seen it, and a really good deal. And this version even includes the PS4 and PS5 version, so you're getting the best version of the game wherever you buy it. In this game, the world of Random is ruled by the Evil Queen and her cursed black dice, where you play as Even, a penniless girl who teams up with a living dice to try and rescue her sister from the Evil Queen before it's too late. I can't believe I've never heard of this game before. The art style looks amazing. It looks like a really cool animated Tim Burton style. It's beautiful and intriguing. It just makes me want to play it looking at it. Seriously, take a look at our trailer if you haven't heard of this game before. It deserves praise for that alone. But apart from that, it's got really good reviews, and it looks like a really solid adventure game, with some unique mechanics as well. It's got a card system, and a gambling theme with the dice that plays into the gameplay. It's really different, it's really unique, it looks really awesome. If you like adventure games, definitely check this out, especially if you haven't heard of it. I bet you'll thank me for it afterwards. And hey, if you haven't played an adventure game before, this is a really unique and different one to start with, and it's not a bad place to start either. It looks really cool, my gut feeling says it's awesome. If you want to try an adventure game, definitely check this one out. It looks well worth your time and money. We have a VR game next, Shadowpoint. It was released in 2022, so it's less than a year old, and it's on at least a 50% discount for the price of £7.99. Or £6.39 with PS Plus, which is the cheapest I've ever seen it, and a really great deal, especially for a VR game. In this puzzle adventure where move controllers are required, so if you don't have them you can't play it, which is great. It suits this game, and it makes it way better to play in VR. This game is narrated by Sir Patrick Stewart, where you get to embark on an adventure to another realm, investigating the mysterious disappearance of a schoolgirl at an abandoned observatory, and it even features over 80 puzzles and a full voice cast as well. So you're getting a ton of content for this really cool looking game. Now you know how much I love VR games and puzzle games, and this looks like the best of both worlds. It's a really cool adventure with a good story, and a ton of mind-bending puzzles along the way. It's highly acclaimed, it's got rave reviews, people love this game, and I can see why. Looking at the trailer just makes me want to play it as well. The puzzles look amazing, mind-bending, gravity, illusion, manipulation of your environment. It's definitely one of the best ways to play this sort of game. VR and mind-bending environments, you can't ask for much more in a puzzle adventure game, you really can't. I'd say it's essential if you like this sort of game and you've got a PSVR headset, definitely check it out. And hey, if you haven't played a VR puzzle adventure game before, this looks like a really awesome one, so you can't go far wrong, definitely take a look at it. There are some others that I would recommend alongside it, but hey, they're not on sale right now, so why not check this one out instead? And if you end up wanting one of the other ones instead, then don't worry. I'll let you know when they're on sale, so don't forget to subscribe and you won't miss out. And the final game I have for you is Yakuza Zero. It was released in 2017, so it's 5 years old, and it's on a 75% discount for the low price of £3.99, which is really great. This open world action adventure game is set in the 80s, and it's a prequel to the other Yakuza games, where you get to follow the Yakuza as a simple debt collection goes wrong, and your mark winds up dead. Switching between the Yakuza world and the owner of a cabaret club, you get to experience this unique world from various perspectives and storylines, which is great. It features a fighting system with 3 fighting styles that combine with interactive environments and objects for some really cool fights, and it features a ton of mini-games, side quests, and other game modes as well. So there's tons of varied content in this game, which is great. It's basically a Japanese GTA, but with a load of quirky Japanese-style gameplay mechanics, like mini-games, and a load of really cool activities that you just can't miss out on. If you like open world action games, especially GTA and that sort of thing, and especially if you're interested in Japan, you'll really like this game series, and this is a good place to start. As it's a prequel, you literally start at the beginning, and you can play the rest later if you like it then. So if you like the sound of any of this, why not check it out? I'm sure you'll really enjoy it. And hey, if you've never played an open world action adventure game before, this is a really good series, and that makes it a good place to start, especially at this discount. It's a really good game at a really good price. You don't get AAA games of this quality this low very often, so if you're interested at all in this genre, definitely take a look at it. You can't go far wrong really. And that's all the games I have for the Games Under £20 PSN sale. Hey, have you seen the PSVR 2 announcement? I'm excited, and I got invited to pre-order it with PlayStation. I'm not sure if I'm going to right now. It's a bit out of my price range. although it's still a good price because you're getting a really expensive headset with a load of cutting edge technology and 2 full controllers for a pretty good price. I'll check out the pre-order they've offered me, and if I don't have to pay for it until it comes out, I'll probably pre-order it and worry about what I'm going to do later. But hey, I'm excited, and I'll probably pick it up by the end of the year no matter what. But what I'm really hoping is that a load of VR game developers are going to announce support for it in the future, because a lot of the PSVR 1 games don't work as default and would require the developers to add them to the PSVR 2, which I hope they do. I'd even pay a small fee for that. I've heard some people talking about the price and saying it's too expensive. What I'd say to that is go look at the new Quest Pro, which is like $1,500, or the PC headsets, which are $800 plus, and don't have all of the technology that's included in this new PSVR headset, and then I'd say you're an idiot. It's a really good price for the technology it includes. And linked to the PS5 is going to guarantee really good games for it, and not a load of rubbish graphic ports that look like phone games. I mean, come on, the Quest is good hardware, but the games are not great. Let's be honest about that. Anyway, I've rambled enough about VR now. Let me know what you think in the comments. Anyway, what did you think of the games I picked? Did I pick good ones? Did I pick bad ones? And what about the Starboy? Did it deserve it? Or should some other game have got it instead? Leave all your complaints down in the comments and we can talk about it later. Anyway, I hope you guys found some games you're interested in. But more importantly, I hope you saved a lot of money. I'll see you guys in the next sale. Au revoir.